Prosecutors described a father on trial for murdering his 2 teenage daughters as controlling and possessive. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. Yaser Said, a former fugitive on the FBI's most wanted list, faces an automatic life sentence if convicted of the 2008 murders. In court today, jurors were read an email written by one of the girls describing how they feared their father would one day kill them. Fox 4's Shaun RABB joins us live now with the first day of testimony. Shaun.
Yeah, Heather, Yaser Said disappeared simultaneously with the girls being killed for 12 years, eluding police and FBI. Arrested 2 years ago, and today through attorney Brad Lawler entering a plea of not guilty.
Who's that in that from? Sarah.
Tears from Connie Maggio, aunt to Amina and Sarah Said, as she is asked to identify an autopsy photo in contrast to pictures in the courtroom of the girls shortly before they were murdered. January 1st, 2008, in the backseat of a taxi cab at an Irving hotel. Yaser Said, father of Amina and Sarah, is facing capital murder for their deaths.
This is a case about a man obsessed with possession and control.
In opening, the state told jurors Yaser Said wanted to control every facet of his family's life.
Because if they had more independence, that was less control for him.
But defense attorneys countered no eyewitness or surveillance cameras captured the father at the crime scene and claimed the government focused on him because he was Muslim.
The state wants to convict Yaser for being a Muslim in 2008 because the evidence will show that the evidence will not support convictions for capital murder today. It would not have supported it in 2008, and it will not support it in this trial.
But the state brought witnesses.
I recognized that something was going on, and I asked them to stay after class.
Louisville High School AP teacher RENEE Hopkins taught both girls. She said they confided in her about their home life, and Amina sent her an email December 21st, 2007, days before they were killed, read in part by prosecutor Brandy Mitchell. This portion says they're running away from their dad.
I know that he will search until he finds us, and he will, without any drama or doubt, kill us.
Not long after, with their mother, the girls, and with their boyfriends, ran to Oklahoma, but came back 4 days later.
Sarah kind of wanted to try to fix things, and Patricia convinced us all to go back thinking that it would be safe.
Yet to be presented in court is the 911 call made by 17-year-old Sarah, in her dying words identifying her father as the one who shot her and her sister. Connie Maggio, the aunt, said she last spoke with niece Amina hours before the girls died, and that Amina was furious that their mother had gone back home to Yaser.
She said that her mom was wanting her to come back home. She didn't want to go back home. She'd rather be dead than ever go back there.
Now, there was an issue that came up today and was dealt with before the trial actually began. It related to the allegations of sexual assault against the father brought by the 2 daughters. The defense did not want that to be part of the testimony. Judge sided with the defense, but then the aunt, Connie Maggio, brought that up while she was on the witness stand, and it had to be dealt with, and it was, in front of the jurors, who return tomorrow morning at 8:45. Testimony begins at 9 a.m.